And in our top business story, Dubai continues to have one of the lowest unemployment rates in the world, according to the latest Dubai Manpower Survey. Conducted by the Dubai Statistics Center, the survey shows that unemployment rates in Dubai increased by 0.1% from 0.3% in 2014 to 0.4% in 2015. However, the rate still remains relatively lower than that in most major cities in the world. The numbers include all unemployed Emiratis and non-Emiratis, both male and females over the age of 15. In addition, Dubai still remains as one of the global hotspots for expats seeking employment due to the relatively high non-tax incomes, career development opportunities, as well as lifestyle. According to the Manpower Survey, 59.6% of all employed individuals, or about 1.7 million people in Dubai, are between the ages of 25 and 39. The same age group also includes 66.7% of all employed female Emiratis in Dubai and 51.6% of all employed male Emiratis. Looking at the profession structure in Dubai, the majority of Emiratis are employed in public administration, defense, and compulsory social welfare at 55.5% due to the high benefits and employment policies. The percentage of Emirati legislators, high officials, and managers makes up 14.2% of all Emirati employees, more than double that of non-Emiratis in the same professions at 7%. The survey also shows that Emiratis working as technicians and specialist assistants at 27%, followed by specialized professions at 18.6%, employees at office jobs at 15.9%, and employees in sales and services or service at 15.4%. On the other hand, expatriate employees are concentrated in fields such as crafts at 23.7%, sales and service at 17.4%, simple primary professions at 16.9%, and professions at 12.6% of the total non-Emirati employees. The majority of expat workers take positions in construction, wholesale, retail, and various administrative and support services, with a survey showing 24.8% of non-Emirati employees working in the field of construction. Net foreign assets at Saudi Arabia's central bank fell to $555 billion in July, down $6 billion from the previous month as the government drew on reserves to cover a budget deficit caused by low oil prices. The official data showed on Sunday that assets shrank by 16% from a year earlier to their lowest level since February 2012. They reached a record high of $737 billion in August 2014 before starting to fall. The assets are believed to be mainly denominated in U.S. dollars in the form of securities such as U.S. Treasury bonds and deposits with banks abroad. Those deposits fell by $8 billion from the previous month to $125 billion in July, but holdings of foreign securities rose by $2 billion to $371 billion after shrinking for 10 straight months. The central bank did not disclose details of its security purchases. The government has also been borrowing domestically and abroad to cover part of its deficit, which totaled nearly $100 billion last year. The Middle East and North Africa hospitality markets recorded an increase in revenue and occupancy rates in July compared to the same period last year, according to the latest market review from Ernst & Young. EY's figures showed that Saudi Arabia was the only exception, experiencing a drop in performance in its hospitality market across key cities due to change in dates of Ramadan compared to July 2015. The highest hotel occupancy rate in MENA in July was recorded in Jeddah at 81%, but this was lower than 84% occupancy recorded in the city in July 2015. In the UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Ras Al Khaimah also all saw their occupancy and revenue per available room rise in July compared to the same month in 2015. Dubai occupancy rates rose from 61% to 67% year-on-year, a rise of 6.2%. This resulted in a 4.5% increase in RevPAR, while the average daily rate dropped from $177 in July 2015 to $168 in July 2016. The report showed that Abu Dhabi's hospitality market witnessed a positive increase in occupancy from 61% in July 2015 to 68% in July 2016. Meanwhile, Ras Al Khaimah's hospitality market saw an increase in average occupancy from 48.2% in July 2015 to 65.7% in July 2016. Looking at the wider MENA region, hospitality markets in Beirut and Cairo witnessed a positive increase when compared to the same period last year, with the EU stating that overall the Middle East hospitality markets are performing quite well during the usually quiet summer period. The chairman of Dubai developer Damac, Hussein Sajwani, has stated that the company's profit for this year was likely to be in line with the 4.5 billion dirhams it achieved last year. In an interview with an Arabic newspaper, Mr. Sajwani also said that the company had achieved about 7.88 billion dirhams of sales to date at its 55 million square foot master-planned community at Koya Oxygen off Al Qudra Road in Dubai, which contains a Trump International Golf Club and a Tiger Woods designed course. He also warned that the lengthy payment plans being offered by many of Damac's competitors in the city could lead to the type of speculation that had previously led to asset price bubbles in the Dubai market. The Damac chairman added that our view is that it is not necessarily the right thing for the industry, as it allows people to sign up for new homes without having to put down much upfront. Damac declared a profit of 1.9 billion dirhams for the first half of this year earlier this month, and the company expects its full-year profit to be around the 4.5 billion dirhams figure achieved last year.